Hey there, welcome to the Luz Lumiere channel. This is Luz Lumiere. I'm going to be doing a pick card on guide for you. General guidance for you. I might do a separate money one. If you're new to the channel, feel free to check out the rest of the pick cards that I have. If you're a veteran on the channel, perhaps some of the other pick cards may have something for you that might be valuable. You know? Sometimes things happen like that. So I have a bunch of disclaimers for how I read, but the basics of it are I read quite differently from other readers, and I use oracle cards, not tarot. So if you ever would like a personal reading, you can come through. I just don't use tarot cards. So that's going to be a different kind of reading. I give more it's different. It's different. Just know that. If you enjoy the videos, it's typically like that. That's how a reading would go, minus all the curse words. I hope you've picked your number, a number that calls to you. And I'm gonna go and start with the number that I tend to start with, which is 3. Nope, I lied. Okay. Hey, number 2. Guidance for you. Guidance for number 2, please. This might fall with love, money, whatever. This could go either way. Okay, number 2. So there's obviously, you needed to hear this, right? Like you really needed to be here. Probably, maybe this is over finances, this could be. And you're worried over, there could be some worry over money, over happiness, over the future, and how, things can look for you and how things are going. Perhaps you've experienced a bit of a dip. If this isn't money or finances or careers, could be even maybe in love life. I'm not really feeling that, but then again, it's not like romance angels are out here. But whatever situation this is for you, it does feel like there's been a heavy stall. There is an obstacle in front of you. Or if you've been kind of suffering over your own suffering, if you've been churning these thoughts over in your head of things aren't going to work out, how are things going to work out, what's going on, how am I going to make ends meet, or if someone else is kind of putting that on you, yeah, maybe you're worried over someone, maybe you're taking care of someone, or you're taking care of certain people in your life, and that situation has warranted you to want to either get more money, or you're worried about how to support yourself or how to support life, and you're just gonna you're worried. Okay, like number 2 is worried over their happiness. Number 2, you're worried over your happiness, your sense of stability, your sense of like home, but more not so much home, but more of like your sense of stability, and I'm sensing some future worry. Whether you will actually make ends meet, maybe things are going so okay on the money. I'm reading so much money here. If it's not money, it could be love. Like, take the word money and switch it out for love. This could be where you're worried about your career, your money, your health. Like, you're worried about a thing that's not so bad, but something in your external world has made you kind of look at it in a bad way. And by that I mean it's made you look at it in a way of like, what I'm seeing right now is like in the vice versa tarot, there's the 5 of Pentacles, the 2 sides. On the other side of the 5 of Pentacles is a man who is in warmth and rich, but he's still worried and in kind of this mental agony. This feels like that. It feels like things are not as bad as they can be or as they have been in the past, but you're worried about whether or not things will get better or if things will improve, because you kind of are needing things to improve because of something that's happened on the outside. Either you've you're taking care of someone, or you want to take care of someone, or you want to take care of yourself. There isn't an external something here. And it could be the future, where you want to reach a certain future, but you're worried of how you're going to get there, if you ever will get there. And there is an obstacle in your way. It feels like there's an obstacle in your way, but whatever that is, there's definitely something going on in your space. So the guidance isn't here right now, but we will get there. I am sensing the guidance is the fact that if there is an obstacle in your way, or if you feel like, man, I just can't quite get ahead, or I thought I was getting ahead, and you feel like things are moving too slow, or things have stalled, or even maybe backslided a little bit, there is an obstacle in your way. That is a good thing to know, because sometimes you feel like, oh, is it just me? Am I not manifesting hard enough? Am I not doing enough spiritually, emotionally, lovingly, like in my world? There is an obstacle in your way. If there actually is an obstacle in your life, like something happened to you, or in some sort of way, some actual obstacle in your life that isn't so an energetic obstacle, then yes, there is an obstacle in your life, and that obstacle and your feelings around that obstacle are valid. I forgot to tell people the timestamps are in the description box. People be putting timestamps in the comments. I'm like, girl, scroll down in the description box. Sorry. There is an obstacle in your way. You might be feeling alone. Yeah, you might be feeling alone, kind of abandoned, and that you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, number two. There might be actual pressure being put on you, or you might be putting the pressure on you. But there's a sense of pressure here, a sense of powerlessness in a way, abandonment. By abandonment, it's such a big word. It's like feeling alone. Like you have to be the one to do. That's the pressure. That's where I'm getting the pressure from. Yeah, you needed this message now, because I'm looking at certain things, and you're worried about the future. I'm starting to see time. I'm starting to see a lot of time. Yeah, and I know it means something. I just can't tell if it's the past or the future. I feel like there may have been something that happened. I don't know when you're watching this, though, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to say there was a time in the past, in not so recent past. Like, in the recent past, where things were okay and you thought, okay, this is going to be good. Something happened. And now you're feeling like, oh no, things aren't going as well as I thought they were. Depending on when you're watching this. I'm creating this right now during like eclipse season. So that must have been stuff that was brought up for you. I'm thinking this video might have a life for quite some time. So whatever's happening anyway, I don't want to look too much at the time specific that I'm seeing, but it's more so in the past, and not like years ago, but like in the recent past. Things were going well, and then something happened and things weren't going so well, and things started to feel like they weren't going so well for a while. And now you're in the block. There is an obstacle. There is a mountain. And the way to circumvent this is, to coast. Ride it out. Like, do what you can, right? Do what you can to breathe and alleviate your stressors if it is about someone else that is instigating certain things. Acknowledge the fact that you are vulnerable to being manipulated. And when I say manipulated, I mean, yes, in the way that we typically see manipulation. But I also mean in a way where you're quite vulnerable right now. So anything anybody says, if it's about finances and you're feeling like you're a burden, someone could say, oh, I don't have enough money to ... And you will start feeling guilty because you're really in this vulnerable, you're like a walking, talking, open wound, and anybody can say anything and it's going to feel like an attack, even if it wasn't meant an attack. Even if you cognitively know it's not an attack, it's going to attack like your inner, like yourself, because you're in such a vulnerable position. So I would say just kind of be a little, no, I hate saying this, but be a little detached from what's going on. Like, ground yourself. I don't like saying that either. Find a way to breathe, babe. Number 2, breathe. Okay? And love yourself through this time. Loving yourself and being kind to yourself. Yeah, that's true. Being kind to yourself and being gentle with yourself is what you need during this time right now. If this is for love, it's the same thing. Things might have been going well in your love relationship, whatever well looks like, and then things started to maybe kind of get at a little halt, and it might feel like things are backsliding because they're not exactly progressing. Same thing with money, that things may not be progressing as fast as you would have liked them to be. In love, things may not have been progressing as fast as you would have wished for them. And there is a blockage in your way. There is something going on there. So just kind of be gentle and obviously continue to live your life, but also nurse yourself, right? Be gentle with yourself. If your partner, or if nurse yourself. Take care of you right now, because you need that. You're not ready yet to overcome this mountain. A time will come when you will be ready, but right now, your task is to kind of get ready, and part of that getting ready is to take care of you, so that you can face what's beyond the mountain when you move around it. Okay? Okay? Alright. Keep your light on, okay? Good luck, and if you would like a private reading, the information for that is in the description box below. And, yeah. Good luck. Hey, number 5. I'm sorry, number 5. The cards are feeling really weird. And I don't want you to not have a reading that resonates. Nobody wants that, right? You can skip around until I get the cards on the table. Oh, Lord. Guidance for number 5, please. You feeling a little sad, number 5? A little stuck? Gosh. I kind of want to take all these cards, actually. It feels like something didn't work out for you recently. Maybe in work, maybe in love. At least for some of you. For others of you, or for the same, layers, right? Whatever didn't work out, or whatever is not working out. Firstly, for some of you, I have to say, if you're thinking about, this might not be a time for commitment. It might be not a time for you to enter into any commitment right now. if that's something you've been thinking about. It might not be the time for you, but I'm also really feeling like, I mean, obviously trust your gut, please. But what I'm also feeling really more so is that this happened in the past. There was a decision that was made that may not have gone in your favor. Or perhaps you made a decision that you shouldn't have. I mean, not you shouldn't have, but the one that didn't work out for you, basically. If that resonates with you, this is very strange. Whatever it is that you made, if you made a decision out of fear, if you made a decision from a place that wasn't your strongest place to make a decision, you made it from a goblin state, you made it from a fear state, you made it from a place that wasn't really your highest kind of good. You did a thing that you're like, man, I was not acting in my best interest. Something is coming, or something will come. Well, that's the same thing. Or something has come. This moment for you, if that resonates, is a way for you, for what you did to be undone and move you back on track. So that's nice. So whatever's going on for you in your world right now, it's there to move you back on track to where you need to be. And not back, but it's moving you forward to where you need to be for you. It's a time for you to heal. It's a time for you to grow up. Well, for some of you, it's a time for you to grow up. And I don't mean that in I really don't mean that in a disrespectful way, because that's something I've had to deal with myself recently. This growing up, it's growing out of what used to be. Your baby teeth aren't going to serve you as an adult. But this is more than baby teeth. This is a decision that you made, something that happened, some choice that you made or didn't make, that got you in a bit of a tizzy, a bit of a mess. And something is coming, or currently right now, what's happening is, do you like this golden hour lighting? Is for you to get back on track, but it's not going back. You're not going back. You're going on track. But obviously the English phrasing is getting back on track, right? But you're not going backwards. You're being moved forward. You're leaving what is no longer serving you, whether you like it or not. You're leaving your old form and entering into, it's moving you into what's yours, moving you into alignment. You're being helped out. It's just, whatever happened, whenever it happened, it's gotta be, I guess, towered, you know? It's gotta be broken. It's gotta be, moved through. It's gotta be dismantled. That's what I mean to say. Yeah, it is a tower moment. It is a tower. Education. What is education? Sorry, I look at numbers. I have a number thing with my cards now, with my tools. They show me numbers, and the number I'm seeing here is, some of it might have to do with your stubbornness, but I almost feel like, yes, there is some stubbornness, but I feel like you are ready to surrender. That's why you're watching this video. I feel like if you're watching this video and this message resonated, because this is a very specific kind of message, I feel, then you're ready to surrender, and you've been in surrender, and you are surrendering, and that's been heard, that's been felt, and that's why things are becoming unhinged to move you into what's actually yours. This is good. Sorry for whatever you've been going through. It feels so heavy. But but you are in alignment, and you're being put into even more alignment, which doesn't make sense because you're in alignment. But you're in alignment by surrendering, and things have or are or will be coming to shake where you were and move you into where's better for you. Let's say you're better for you, where you need to be. Okay? Yeah. You're not feeling like it's safe at all. I mean, maybe to a point, but this might be for some of you on the spectrum who are just still in the stubborn phase, who aren't looking to be open to what is yours, and being damn it, and being pushed. Okay. You don't want to be pushed by divine forces. Maybe sometimes you do, but when you release the reins and you open yourself up to surrender, which is hard, it's easier to accept death. It's easier to accept change. It's easier to accept growth, because then you're basically saying, thy will be done, and trusting that thy, the thy will is working, well, for your good, for the greater good. For the greater good. And also, I'm not sure if 5 is an important number to you, but 5 is a number that I keep seeing here. I don't know what 5 means to you, but I keep seeing 5s. Like 25, 35, 30, 5, 5, 5. Perhaps look up angel number 5. And something you might read or something on that, rabbit hole journey might give you what you need for your next step, if you need a next step. But yeah, if you're not feeling like it's safe, of course you'll not feel like that, but your guidance here is to surrender to what's yours coming, because the bone collector is here to give you what's yours. She made something out of this mess here to give to you, to bring you into this new life, this change. And for some of you that are still here in the it's not safe to love, by surrendering, you're going to move into alignment of what it is that sorry, whatever is yours. Oh, sorry, I had some disturbance in the background. For those of you that have surrendered or are surrendering and acknowledging that, you know what, I'm surrendering, that puts you in the flow. Okay, that puts you in the stream of consciousness. That puts you in the stream of going towards what's yours and not fighting. The path of least resistance is the surrender. That's how you get out of this goblet of fire. This goblin, isn't Goblet of Fire? No, it's the 4th movie. Is it? Yeah. Never mind. No. Goblet of Fire. Yeah, there's the 4th one, because he's too young. He's not 15 yet. What I'm seeing is Order of the Phoenix. That's what it is. Sorry. Ah, and actually that has something. You are rising. Come through. I get it. Let me go back to that. Thank you. You know what? Thank you. Yes. You're in the come through. Thanks for that. Let me just get this. The goblins here. These dark woods could be out here, out in the out of the magic stream, right? When you're in the stream, you're in the flow. When you're trying to fight against the stream, the current's gonna take you all sorts of places, like these types of places. Earlier in the video, I believe it was this number. 5. 5 is a phoenix number. I don't know why. To me, 5 makes sense because 5, fire. And I said something about golden hour. Golden hour is this. Golden hour is here. Golden hour is kind of here. Golden hour is here. Golden hour is here. Golden hour is here, here, and here, and those 3 cards. And there's something of you're rising. When you enter into the flow, you will rise. The bone collector is probably here to give you your wings. Shit, look, she's holding a whole peacock feather. Who knows what's bubbling behind her head. You're rising. Just sometimes the phoenix has to burn before she rises, you know? And if you've done your burning, surrender it. If the phoenix fights the burn, well, that makes for a really terrible burn. When she accepts the burn, it happens much quicker. If she surrenders to the burn, it happens much quicker. Okay, number 5. I hope that was helpful. I hope you found value with that one. I hope that resonated with you. If you'd like to book a reading, there's information for that in the description box below. And if you would like to be a phoenix, for real, in my membership, check out the video on the membership. It's called Stepping Into Your Sovereignty. And send me an email so you can be on the wait list for when I open back up again. Keep your light on, and good luck. Hey, number 3. Hey, number 3. Are you also making a choice, number 3? Guidance for number 3. If you are making a choice, don't. Okay, it might be the wrong choice. Pause and wait. Something better is coming. Don't make the choice. Obviously, trust your gut. But don't make the choice. Don't make the choice. The red flags, the red flags that you're feeling about the choice is right. Wait a bit longer. Either close your heart to this choice, or wait and open your heart for something bigger. Open yourself up to what else could be yours. Open yourself up to what else could come your way, and look at the details of your desire. Look at the reasons why you would choose this choice that you're about to make that you probably shouldn't make, and look at and see if there's a way you can pivot it. This is not a time to be this is a time for you to really pay attention to the details. It's a time for you to not gloss over things. You really need to pay attention to what it is that you're choosing, what it is that you're ignoring, and what it is that you're actually wanting and opening yourself up to. It's time for you to, before you make this choice, to just observe. Now, if it's not about a choice, you are in a dangerous position. It sounds so scary to say, but you're in a scary place. Hold on a second. You might be in a bit of a dark place, and not dark as in moody. Maybe for some of you, moody, dark, heavy type of place, but more so in a place with no light. A place where you can't quite see what's up, what's down, what's right, what's left, what's right, what's wrong. Here, you're being asked to take a step back. Right, if that's your scenario. If it's not, hey, what's good? Thanks for trying to watch. Maybe it's not for you. If you're in that spot, take a step back. 1, 2, 3. Take a step back. Okay? And look at the details. Look at the specifics of what's actually going on. Try to use all your senses to make light, to shed light on whatever situation this is for you. Because the time for darkness is leaving. Oh no! Excuse me, number 3. I'm sorry you had to see that. At least I got pretty feet though, right? Look, it's our little secret. Our little secret. Shh, don't say anything to anyone. So embarrassing. Maybe I can edit that out. We'll see. Whatever situation you're in needs a lot more light. It needs a lot more detail. It needs a lot more it needs a lot more scrutiny. Yeah, it needs a lot more scrutiny. At least it needs a lot more thought and contemplation. Not so much action necessarily, but oh, I didn't know I could zoom in. Hell yeah. It just needs a lot more thought and action, this situation that you're in right now. Don't ignore the red flags that you're feeling, the little intuitive hits that you're saying, I don't know. Because what I'm feeling is it's saying close your heart to this right now. Okay, rarely gets that. But I'm feeling like these two are together. What are these two? This is Dragon's Lair and Wide Open. Wide Open is about opening your heart. Wide Open and Protection says your heart is closed, you need to open up your heart. Here I'm sensing your heart needs to be closed to this red flag. Either for now or for good or whatever, I don't know. Deep Freeze talks about resting, sitting, just not doing anything, waiting for signs of spring. This card essentially says the same thing. This 3-3 says, oh, and it's 3, yeah, it's funny. It says and this is also 3. Your garden is under attack, like your field of dreams this might be a fool's gold type situation. Where a part of you is saying, I don't know. Now, a part of you isn't red flagging, then it is what it is. But if a part of you is red flagging about a certain situation in your life, take a look at that for yourself, right? If it's you reacting from an old wound, okay, tend to that. But if not, there might be something about this into your intuition that you might be ignoring, that this is saying, no, don't ignore it. If this is a part of you saying, I don't know, something's feeling weird, then this is your sign to say, I don't know, look at it. Because this is also just observe. Observe. That's a deep, surrender, wait for signs of spring. Rock bottom is a dark place. The dragon's lair, it's a lair. It's a dark place. Hence the whole, you might need some light. You might need some more clarity, more of a spotlight on this situation to really see what's going on in this darkness. Because your senses might be tingling. Your senses might be firing off, saying, hey, 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 hey. 3 is the angel number for Ascended Master. So perhaps your guides, your people, whatever, whatever, are saying, hey, look around, look around, look around, observe, observe, observe. Like, you need to look, look, look. Just, and this could be about a mental space. I don't know. This could be about whatever it is going on in your world. I'm not going to say examples, but it's your guidance is to look at turn on the light. Right? Turn on the light and look at the details. Look at things. Because right now you might be in the dark about something. And details is here in the upright. And I have not seen this card in the upright in a while. That's about compass following your heart. Now, there is a golden palace here, which I feel is a bit of like a fool's gold type situation. But your field of dreams is in reverse. In any case, I feel like your guidance here is to turn on the light and take a second to survey the room that you're in, survey the situation that you're in, and really see and feel what's going on. And if you have been getting some sort of red flag, some sort of worry, some sort of, like kind of, that's how our intuition is sometimes. It's like a whisper. It's like, ah. If you've been getting that, kind of pay attention to that. It might just be you need to pay attention to it, and then you can move forward, or, whatever that looks like for you. But just pay attention to what's going on in this situation that you may have been asking for, or whatever this situation is bringing up for you. As in hearing this and you're like, I don't know if there's anything in my life. It might be something that comes in the next couple of days, and hopefully this will be the subconscious trigger for you to take a step back and say, okay, what's actually going on here? I feel like this is all that glitters. This is the temptation. Okay, I'm gonna read to you the Dragon's Lair. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna skim it and give you what hits I get, because I'm not trying to be here all day. Yeah. Heed this gentle warning about wanting and longing, and the fantasy of belonging to someone, something, or an identity that has no true substance or longevity. Ignore this alarm and you'll wander in circles near the edge of the dragon's lair. Choose another path, for your treasure lies elsewhere. So perhaps you've been tempted to do something. If you have, the lion over there is saying, nah, B, don't do nothing. That is not where your dreams be. That's not where your dreams are at. Look a little closer. Look at the... I'm getting some other numbers, but I can't... I'm getting 7s, but it's 6s and 7s. It's like 6, 7, 6. And obviously, that's funny because this is 19, and that's 10. 9 plus 1 is 10, and that goes there, and that's rock bottom. So it says on here, it says, I love this. This is so great. It says, ignore this alarm and you'll wander in circles near the edge of a dragon's lair. Choose another path, for your treasure lies elsewhere. You might be thinking that this might be leading to your treasure, but really what it's leading you into is rock bottom. Just turn the light on, okay? Look at the details, turn the light on. If this is about something that feels good, or this is about something that you because some people are going to listen to this and say, and doubt something that feels good. It says red flags shouldn't be ignored. I am going to read that card. Don't be seduced into learning a lesson that will hurt your heart. Temptation and intrigue abound, but be careful because you can't win this particular challenge. Heed this gentle warning about wanting and longing and the fantasy of belonging to someone, something, or an identity that has no true substance or longevity. This is about a situation that you don't necessarily, it's not necessarily that you have doubts about it. It's a different kind of doubts. It's not the goblins kind of doubts. It's the doubt that is your quiet voice saying, no, or not now. Okay? I don't know how to. We'll see if I can get more for you, because this is important. I don't want you, if you're doing something that does actually make you happy and bring you joy. Actually, I mean, this could be about that too, to be honest. If it is about something that does make you happy and bring you joy, perhaps there's a certain mindset that you have about it that if you continue making decisions from that mindset and you don't look at the details of actually executing this thing that you're going after that you do care about with a certain amount of delicateness, you might wind up in a rock bottom situation. So either way, regardless of the severity of the situation, whether it's a don't make it, whether it's a don't make it now, I'm leaning more towards a don't make it. But for someone who's like, what? Nah, Luz, like, what? The guidance overall here for you, because this is, you've picked a number there's a general sort of message, and then there's like the guidance aspect. What we're looking for here is the guidance aspect. The guidance aspect for you is to turn on the light and just be careful and a little bit more meticulous and a lot more succinct and detailed about what it is that you're doing, the steps that you're taking, because this story is cohesive. The steps that you're taking, you fall off on the rock bottom. You don't want to do that. You want to fall into a golden palace. Now, this could be a mirage, but you want this to be real. There's a possibility that this is real. This situation, though, is saying it's not real because the field of dreams is upside down, which is in the goblin space over here. It's not a good look right now. 333, it's not looking good for this situation. Whatever it is, the guidance here for you at the end of the day, number 3, is this. That's so cool. And I'm going to read that to you because I feel like this is important. I mean, it's always important, but this is a time to be aware of the fine print in all areas of your life. Look at the details and leave the broad strokes for another time. When this card appears in a reading, it's a sign to finesse a project, make small but meaningful gestures, or add a personal touch to your correspondence. Be aware that what you need to know lies in the details. If you're entering into an agreement of any kind, pay attention to them before, not after, when it's too late. Okay? That is key. Clarity and transparency are key. You can gain great understanding by observing the minute body language, offhand remarks, and fleeting facial expressions that reveal the larger picture. And if this is one of those readings that like makes me love the fact that I can do this and deliver this to people, because this hits all across the board. I haven't looked at some of these other cards and I don't really care to, but this hits. Your alarm bells are somewhat ringing and you're either numb to them or what. But if you're not numb to them, there's something about some situation in your life. Breathe in and just kind of shed more of a spotlight on what it is that you're doing, where it is that you think you're going, where it is that you want to go, and just have a good spotlighting on those areas of your life or something that's coming up for you. Okay? Yeah, I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna see. No, shit. Okay, now let's just see. I have some guidance on which situation this might be. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's not nice. Okay, so the Tower card comes out. Alright, so this is a life-changing, experience that's here. The Chariot has come through. And because these are the 2 Sphinxes from the Chariot. Let me read a little bit more about that. I was not expecting. No wonder, I guess, that I put so much more emphasis on this reading than any of the other ones so far. because it was of importance. It was only a facade. Oh, this is a mirage. In the cases that you're about to jump off into the dragon's lair, your light is off and you think things are hunky, it's a bit of a mirage. Now look, I know certain people pick this number. If you think things have been okay, things have been okay. If this is about something where you have a little bit of like an inkling, it doesn't mean the whole shit's rotten necessarily, because this happens in degrees, okay? I'm going to repeat myself again. I do think there's something going on here. But the guidance, okay? The guidance is more so pay attention to the details. Oh, they're swimming. Yeah, see, the mask is falling. All that glitters is not gold. On the all that glitters is not gold card in the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, there's a mask. And here it says the chariot came through here. It smashed this thing. And these two are going their own way now. Okay, this is so important. This is so cohesive. Listen to this. Look back over the events and the choices that have led you to your present situation. Did you listen to your own inner guidance, or did you thunder along the wrong road, oblivious to your destination? There's nothing for you here, but you can learn from your errors. Okay, so, cool. That might be about a past decision that you made. But let's get a little bit more about what kind of decision that is. Oh my god, I hate getting this card. It's the King of Wands in revert, and I swear I always get this card. So perhaps you were to like check your passions, okay? Check your passion. This might have something to do with something that you're passionate about. Something that you're king passionate about. Something that you're king passionate about. Something that you're really supercharged passionate about. I am going really in for you. So I hope that if this resonated for anybody, that you really did find something here. And as far as guidance, okay. Again, this is another intuition thing. The symbolism of a serpent. This is this on this side is this is the vice versa tarot. I have an unboxing video on my page where the link to this deck you can find it there. But this little salamander, apparently they grow up into snakes, which apparently is big wisdom. It's a big ass snake. To me, snakes are treacherous. To me, snakes are snakes. Like there's a snake. Like that's not a good thing. But anyway, this snake can easily take down this tree. And you think this tree is a big ass, it's a big strong tree, but so is the snake. The snake could be the tower moment that comes to just break this tree up. And this king sitting here all of a sudden sees this whole part of his world that he didn't see before. Thanks to this tree being taken down, thanks to the snake coming through and breaking this tree. Similarly to this event here. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. The symbolism of the serpent and tree often speaks of choosing knowledge over ignorance. Oh, yeah, right. From friggin' the Garden of Eden. Whatever. Sorry. Because this is a nighttime setting, this king may have hidden concerns about things he has always taken as settled. He may find himself questioning old values and beliefs, political and such. Serpent wisdom can be unsettling as it touches on ethical and moral integrity, and that seems to be breaking here. I don't know. The message keeps repeating itself about what area, what situation this is in your life, so I'm not sure if I can provide any more. Can I have a bit more about what situation this is? That's nice. Actually, that's really, really nice. Whatever this is, when you listen to your intuition, when this tower happens to remove what's been in your way, when you decide to follow your intuition, or when you do jump off the cliff and wind up in rock bottom and you somehow surface your way back around, whatever situation this is, if you did already make a choice and you are in the rock bottom state and you didn't look at the details, oh no. If you are going to stop and look at the details, either way, all roads lead to the sun. Some of them lead through this stuff here and then the sun, but I do think that, I've never gotten this card before. This is the sun. Apparently, it is the happiest deck and the happiest card in the deck. And you got the good side of the of the sun card. The other side of the sun card is a lot more melancholic. This is supposed to be short. It bodes well for any situation being considered. Okay, so I feel like this came out because I've used so much time on this, and whoever picked this is probably scared shitless, and so your people are saying like, no, 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 you're here, you heard this, just, you know, pay attention to your inner hits and your guidance, and everything's gonna be all right. So I'm really happy that I can end this here. Everything is gonna be all right. Things bode well. That's nice too, because this golden palace is a mirage. It is fake. It is something that glitters and isn't gold. It is fake on the one hand, but there is an opportunity to get to the real thing, because mirages are fake, but they're based off of reality. Going into the dragon's lair and falling off and going into rock bottom, yeah, eventually you'll circle back to here. But there is this paying attention to the details and putting the light on, excuse me, will take you to a true golden palace. One that's actually yours. And not a mirage, rather. The universe is working in your favor. If you've been waiting for the right timing for a new enterprise, the time has come, but I'm saying it will come. Let your joy loose in the world. Let your light shine. So if this is someone who's listening to this and they're like, I don't know if this really resonates, but I want to listen to how this ends because it might have something for me. Again, the thing it has for you is this details. Pay attention to the details. Like, whatever's going on in your world, pay attention to the freaking details, please. Secondly, this could be something about the past. If you did take a step and did not pay attention to your dragon's lair, you didn't pay attention to your shadow, your red flags going, and you did wind up in a tower situation. The tower situation cleared things up, and you were able to see from being rock bottom what the mirage was and what's real. You are going towards what's real. If you are going towards what's real, again, so you don't fall for the trap of another mirage, so you don't fall and trip and close your heart to what's actually real. Look at the detail. Continue checking in with yourself on what you want, what your goals are, what your wishes are, what it is that feels good and what makes sense to you, and you will reach the sun. If this is where you're at right now, either way, it ends well. Okay? Whoever who you are, it ends well. You'll be all right. I know I say that often when I read, but I mean for this to come out, like, you'll be all right. You'll be A-okay. I didn't say that for some of the others because I never know what people are going to do, but you'll be all right whichever way you go. This has to happen, or whether you course correct and do that, or if this has happened, you're in the midst of this, babes, you're gonna be all right. Okay? Oh my gosh. I hope you're okay. Because obviously you will be okay, right? So, that's good. That's really nice. If you like to book a private reading, you can. I kind of feel like that was pretty much a private reading, to be honest with you. So if you'd like to donate, you can. That would be really nice. It allows me to not feel so crazy about doing 3-hour-long pick-a-card videos, because you know how Luz Lumiere does. If you're new, this is not out of the ordinary for me to spend 30 minutes on one damn card. But I want to give as much guidance as I can, because I know how it is. I've been there before, and sometimes you just need something. And I myself watch my own pick of cards later because it's a way for my guidance to like sneak in And I'll be listening to myself, and I'll be like, oh, myself, my guidance. And I'll be like, oh my God, like I needed that. Thank you for that reminder. Close my eyes, say a little prayer, and the weight lifts off me. So it comes from a place of care. I'm not like scolding you to scold you for no reason. And I'm not scolding you. Well, sometimes it does sound like that, but in any case, keep your light on and good luck, okay? Hey, number 7. Hola, número 7. Number 7, can you do me a favor and just like breathe for a second? I've been talking about you. Your number came up in someone else's reading. I didn't know I had 7 here. Pretty sure I picked the numbers blindly, and then I'm like, oh, what? Okay, guidance for number 7, please. Yeah, number 7, I thought this would be like a 30-minute long video. It's not. You're coming out of it, number 7. Yeah. You're coming out of it, number 7. I don't know what's been going on in your world, but you're coming out of it. And it's time for rejoicing. You're not quite there yet, but you're coming out of whatever's been going on for you. Or whatever it is you're asking about. This came out like this, and then it came out like this, and it's funny because I'm seeing some time here, and this is pretty much the time I'm recording this, but when you're watching this, I'm pretty sure the time energy will still be the same. You're coming out of it, babe. You were coming apart. Things weren't going so well. Things were tearing, ripping, breaking, shedding. I'm sorry about the glare. It's my light system. You're coming out of it. Okay. You're still in between. I feel like you're becoming more social, but at the same time still I don't want to say healing, because I mean you might still be healing. You're in between worlds. Like you're still feeling some of the effects, but not as much as you used to. And you're moving through it. You are feeling happier these days. You're enjoying things more. You're being more social. You're putting yourself out there. You're trying to enjoy the moment. You're trying to enjoy being a human being and finding joy in your humanity. Or that is your guidance, to not look at the details, to look at just to not measure yourself to be so perfect all the time, or to not measure yourself against perfection, or even what used to be for you. It's about beginning new and embracing the new thing and creating the new thing to be new and allowing it to be new. It's about being grounded. It's about, yes, a spiritual being having a human experience, and it's time to enjoy the human experience of it. The earthly experience of it, the earthly joys, the earthly pleasures. And I'm not saying go on going out there and you know, poisoning your body. I'm just saying finding laughter, finding joy in simple pleasures, because that is the best thing that you can do for your spirit, because it wants to have a human experience and it wants to experience the joy and others and social life. And that's funny because I'm looking at the 7 of Swords here. This is someone who is he smiling as he stands alone? That's crazy. Look at this fool. He's smiling. You see that? He's smiling. But it was like this because that's how I put my cards. What does that mean, Luz? I don't know. You're not standing alone anymore. Or you don't have to stand anymore. It's a time for joy. It's a time for joy and being kind of grounded, being settled, being here, being in the here and now. What's 32? What's 32? 32 is magic prayer. Aha! It is magic prayer. Babe, your wishes are coming true soon. 7. This is card number 34, right? 43. That's 7. This is 4 plus 6 is 10. It's coming to an end. Yeah. This is 33 and 13. Doesn't matter. This is 31, 32, 33, 34. What's 32? Magic prayer. Your prayers have been answered. Your prayer is coming to you and how you need it, how it needs to come to you, how it needs to be for you. The fact that it didn't show up to me says your prayer is about to, I'm just going to say, I think your prayer is about to be answered. Your prayers are about to come through. So you're on the tail end of things, number 7. If it doesn't feel that way, your guidance is to enjoy this moment. Enjoy what you can enjoy. Enjoy your life. Life isn't about being perfect, because what is perfection anyway? Perfect for me is different from perfect for you, is different from perfect for anybody else watching here. Some people say, oh my gosh. Some people whose partner has a lisp. Sorry. Some people whose partner has a lisp. The person with the lisp would say, I'm not perfect. The person who is their partner, they'll say, you're perfect in every way. What is perfection? This is about you stepping out and allowing yourself to break free. The coming apart was for you to come out of this. You see? She's torn in two. I don't know who to be. I don't know how to be. I don't know what be is. And here she's being. She's whole again. She's enjoying herself. She's free. No longer in this solitude, now with others, but still in transition. This is about being grounded. In your soaring. This is about enjoying your life. Your guidance number 7? Enjoy your life. Find the joy in your world right now. I appreciate you. If you'd like to book a reading, you can. The information is in the description box below. If you like this video, I'd like you to like it. I forgot to tell everybody else to like the video. I hope they like it anyway. It helps people who may not see this video see it, because YouTube then is like, oh, this video must be doing something right. I just feel like more people need to get guidance on what they need to do sometimes. It's nice. I like it anyway. If you have